Hello everyone, it's Dale here with new weekly trading ideas video. What you see before you is NinjaTrader 8 platform with my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators, and the chart is the euro-dollar 30-minute time frame. So what I want to talk about here is this strong newly formed resistance at 0576, and this resistance is based on the fact that the euro started to rotate. It is in a rotation now, and for that reason we can look for shorts from significant rejections like these. And since this one has already been tested, this rejection, by this reaction, then what remains is this strong rejection which has not been tested yet, and it represents a place where strong sellers rejected higher prices. So what happened here was that price was slowly going up first and then boom, sharp reversal. So that means aggressive and strong sellers. If you look at volume profile here, then it is a bit harder to read, but it shows at least this volume cluster, which is beginning at our level, and it represents the place where the sellers started to jump in and afterwards they pushed the price downwards. There's also one in here, but the reason why I placed my resistance level here is that there's also the fair value gap. That's the red highlighted zone. It's a fair value gap, which is a concept from smart money trading, and the beginning of the fair value gap is in here, and I like to trade from the beginnings of the fair value gaps like here, right? So we have that strong rejection with volume cluster and with fair value gap. Also, we have euro rotating, which means that it should stay, at least for now, in this range. So all those things are telling me to go short from there, right? What we need to do now is just wait for that pullback, and if it occurs, then this is a good level to take the short. Very similar scenario was on the Australian dollar US dollar. I'll just quickly show you. This is a 30-minute chart of the Australian dollar US dollar. There was this sharp reversal. There was also a fair value gap in here. This was the beginning of the fair value gap, and this was the reaction. So on the Australian dollar US dollar, this has been tested, but on the euro dollar, it has not been tested yet. So this level is still good to trade. Now, apart from this short, I also have another one, and that one is in here. It is at 1.0623, and it is based on a very similar scenario. There was a sharp rejection of higher prices, and within that rejection we have this heavy volume zone. Also, we have a fair value gap here, and this is the beginning of that fair value gap, right? That's our resistance. So when the price comes to this level, then chances are there'll be a reaction because of the fair value gap, those heavy volumes which we see here, and also the fact that there was a strong rejection, which shows aggressive sellers. Now, you can also use the flexible profile to look into this whole rotation area like this, which will show you that there were actually pretty massive volumes traded here, but the volume zone was rather wide to tell where exactly to place that trade. But since we have that rejection and that strong sell-off starting from this heavy volume zone, then that's why I placed my level in here in the beginning of that heavy volume zone and at the beginning of that fair value gap. And by the way, if you look at the weekly volume profile, that's the gray profile on the left, then the heaviest volumes throughout the whole week were right here at our level. So that means that this is a weekly point of control, and that's another thing that adds strength to our level. All right, so that's for the euro dollar. Before we continue with the next trading idea, Allow me just a brief note about a Black Friday sale, which I'm currently running on my website. If you go to traderdale.com and click this button, Trading Course and Tools, then it will take you right to that page with a Black Friday sale, where you can get my most popular trading courses and indicators. It is the volume profile pack, which will teach you everything about volume profile trading, and the order flow pack, focusing on day trading with order flow. If you scroll down a bit, then there's a massive Black Friday discount here, where you can get both those packs, volume profile and order flow pack together, discounted for $4.97. Alright, so that's a special deal. Let's now go back to the charts and let's talk about the British pound US dollar. So this is the British pound US dollar. What we have here is a nice downtrend. That means that I'm looking for short trades only. The closest short level which I have here is this one at 1.2674. That means the volume profile like this over the whole Friday, to show you what this level is based on. If you look at the volume profile here, then it shows that the point of control of Friday was here. This is the heaviest volume zone from Friday. What happened then was that from this place, a strong sell-off started. So this is telling me that sellers were active here, building up their short positions, and from there, they pushed the price downwards. Now, if you look just at the volumes, then they're a bit hard to read, right? It's not super clear where to place that level. But again, we have the fair value gap, as with the previous trading ideas. This is the fair value gap, and I like to place my levels at the beginning of a fair value gap, which is in here. So this fair value gap actually helped me in the level placement, and it is at the beginning, and we just need to wait for that pullback, and when the price hits that level, go short from there, right? So this level is a combo of the fair value gap and the heavy volume zone. Also, it is in line with the overall downtrend. There's also another level here. Let me just quickly show you. This one is pretty clear, I think, based on those massive volumes formed within the downtrend. So this represents a place where sellers were active. And this is the level where I think that the reaction will occur. It is again at the beginning of the fair value gap, right? The level is at 1.2741. So those are the strongest resistances which I currently have on the British pound. Let's now go for the next trading idea, and it will be the US dollar, Canadian dollar. So this is the US dollar, Canadian dollar 30-minute chart. And in here, there's a pretty strong level, and it is a support at 1.4046. This support is based on this strong rejection of lower prices. This is the rejection. And if you look into that rejection zone, you can see that pretty heavy volumes were traded here, right? This heavy volume cluster. So this heavy volume cluster is telling me that buyers were active here, and when the price was going downwards, then buyers started to jump in, and then they reversed the price and pushed the price aggressively upwards. What I also like here is that there was a fair value gap highlighted in green here, because it is a bullish fair value gap, and the beginning of the fair value gap is in here, and that's where I placed my long level. All right, so our long level is based on rejection, the volumes within the rejection, and also the fair value gap. What we need to do now is just wait for the pullback, and when the price reaches this level, go long from there. And if you guys have order flow, then you can definitely use it when the price reaches this area around the level, and you can use it to better time your trade entry and trade exits. So I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel to get more videos like this one. Now, before I wrap the video up, I'd like to announce a winner of the contest we had last time. The prize of the contest were my custom-made volume profile and VWAP indicators for TradingView platform, and right now on your screen you see the name of the person who won in the contest. So congratulations to the winner, and what I'll do next is I'll do another contest for the next week. The only thing that you need to do to participate in this contest is leave a comment below this video, which I'll publish on YouTube, and next week I'll randomly pick one person to win this set of custom-made indicators. So that's about that. Thanks for watching the video, and I'll be looking forward to seeing you next time, and until then, happy trading!